That definitely gave me a music boner when it happened. I love nothing better than a music boner.
Elaborate on a music boner.
What is a
music boner?
boner?
Because the most erotic thing men can do that's not like, going into like a certain homosexual way is playing music together. Yeah. You're sweating. You're hot. You're grooving with it. You got your groove pumping. You'll see if you look around, you'll see the dude's sex face, and you'll realize you're in a daze with each other, and you're looking into the eyes of each other, and you're thrusting.
So many times,
and you're like, then you realize what's going on, and you're like, "Whoa, sorry, bro."
There's so many times.
Then you stand there with your legs crossed. You're
me and Peyton will be playing, and then we look at each other, and I'm like, we stare at each other for like 5 seconds, and I'm like, This is getting weird.
You're all
look away.
I don't think it's weird. In the moment, I'm like, we're in it. We're in
you
it.
and Luke do that a lot.
Look at me.
No, anytime I look at Luke, Luke goes.
It's very homoerotic. Let me just say, you're playing music to your poems. It's not the most. And you're all sweaty together, thriving together, thrusting.
This is a poem I've written about drinking. Here we go.
Let's go, fellas. That's why I always like it when people are hard. They're like, "Yo, I'm hard," and then they're like, "Let me write my poem down." I have feelings I need to express with words and music.
Yo, dude, that's a sick poem you got there, dude. Must be kind of hard. Oh, shit.
Musical boner. That was it.
That's the best way to explain it. Because, there'll be times.
When you groove, man.
When you're in it and you're like looking around and everybody's in, you're like, we are in.
You become one.
I have my signal, like, when I take, like, I always have a hat on. When I take my hat off, and, like, Peyton will even tell me all the time, like, when I have my hat off, that's how you know shit's getting real.
It's 70s.
Because I'm, like, sweating, and then, like, I cut my hair, but I'm growing it back out. But back then, my hair was long, and it was, like, shaking and everything, and Peyton would look at me, he'd be like, he'd like mouth like, "Hell yeah, I did." And we just look at each other,
and then Taylor would like lick his lips.
Peyton would turn
and then
around.
I would stroke my guitar neck. I'd be like, and on the A note.
You never did.
I'd spit in his mouth.
Do you do the thing where you like put it
where
out
I hump
and make
it?
like,
No, I don't.
No, you got to do that when you do the solo. You flip it out and you make it like it's your ween.
I do.
Brett does that. Brett does that.
No, I will say
Brett
this.
does that with the bass guitar. It's not the same.
I can't believe you don't.
He does that with the mandolin.
I will say this. There have been some times I've got crazy. Like there was one show I laid down on the stage.
Ooh, hot.
There was one time that
I have videos.
You put it behind your back.
I did. I put my guitar behind my head,
you had to have a good buzz at that point.
We were going to the show. We're like, guys, we bring the music. We got to entertain. We got to make the show.
You say what Chuck Berry does, that duck walk and stuff. You got to do cool.
And
I was a good show.
We were in it that night. I mean, we were freaking hitting on all cylinders, and I was like, I'm doing it. And I put it behind my head, and I was like having to focus. I was like, it's almost like somebody gave me Adderall or something. I was in the zone. I was like,
I would say you can't beat a man with experience, and those first couple, once you have the experience, you're like, it's just. You got it.
That makes a lot of sense because, like, when we first started playing live, Peyton was so nervous.
He'd be super red. He was like cherry red.
He'd be so fucking scared, and then now he's just like, I'm about
these
motherfuckers. I'm about to date rape this guitar, dude. I'm like, okay.
No, but one of my favorite things that I've done on the stage is we ended a song, and we went fucking off on the song. And I looked at Taylor, and we were about to, we were ending it, whatever. Taylor just hitting the cymbals or like doing his rolls and shit. And I get my guitar, and I just beat the shit out of the cymbal with my guitar headstock, and I dented the shit out of it.
I was going to say, did you put that pisses drummers off? They're like, don't touch it with your hand. You're going to rust it.
We were in the zone.
That's crazy because, like, to me, I don't care because when they hit the cymbals with their, like, guitars and shit, I'm like, it's so... To me, it pumps me up.
Yeah.
Because they're getting into it.
Here's my trick is when I was feeling, I would get on the drum and stand on the kick drum. So when I'm playing my guitar, I'm standing on the kick. Were you cool?
Cody can't do that.
Cody can't. But Peyton, what are you, Peyton? 170?
160. Yeah, I mean 165.
He probably could with my new drum set. Because my old drum set was made out of different kind of wood, and it was like really weird a lot.
Yeah,
my new drum set's heavy as fuck.
So on your solo, you got to get up on top of his kick drum stand, and that's where you like that.
That's gonna have to be our rock phase through of the set because we
can
have
to play some Freebird.
We'll be playing like Johnny Cash, and I'm like down, and I'm just like fucking sitting there kicking Taylor's drums as I'm standing on the kick drum. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Y'all play it pretty rocking though. That could be like,
Yeah.
but you're gonna have to play that solo note for note though.
I do.
That's
play the
not
solo
a
note.
solo where you can improv.
Yeah, I do play the solo note for note till we end it, because like we'll play Folsom Prison Blues and Luke will sing it, and we end the song, and then we'll pretend like we're like down, and we stop the song, and then like 5 seconds later we go right back into it like we didn't stop, and that's when I don't play the solo the same.
Okay, so you do, because the solo is like almost a melodic solo. It's the song. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of the things that was so cool about that night when I was beating the shit out of his crash, we ended up ending the song, and I did it like 2 more times that night, and I held my guitar by the headstock pretty much, and I was holding the note, and I was like freaking jamming out the last note, and it was, I don't know, just something about it felt awesome.
it's cool to rock out.
Yeah, one of my favorite shows though, I have to say, one of my favorite shows was we were playing a show, and they had the guardrails around us so that people couldn't get like to the stage. They had the rail around us, and we had everybody up on the rails, and there was like people videoing us and like fucking like right in our face yelling and being excited. That's when I laid on the stage, but you know.
But
I feel like such a douche when I did that, but everybody loved it, so I was like,
You got a license to do and say anything when you're on the stage. Like nobody. That's why I found it freeing. Like if I had to public speak, that's different, you know.
Yeah.
But getting in front with a guitar, you're licensed to do. You're supposed to be.
Especially-
They want that.
Yeah.
Like that's what you're there for.
Yeah.
Especially when it was like 2:00 at night and everybody's like,
Oh, they've already had once they've got
yeah.
2 drinks in them. Like you can do anything to rile them up.
yeah,
you know?
been drinking
Yeah.
since like what 7:30,
well,
7 o'clock.